So late last night, there was a move that not a lot of us saw coming. Corbin Burnes has signed a 6-year, $210 million deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks. I did not see the Diamondbacks in the picture at all for signing Corbin Burnes. This kind of came out of nowhere. There are some details that do make this contract make a little bit more sense that I'll get into in this video. But for now, I'm putting Corbin Burnes on the projected 2025 D-backs. Of course, we're going to have Ketel Marte at second base. We're going to have Corbin Carroll in the outfield. Josh Naylor is a new addition to the team this year. They just picked him up in a trade after they lost Christian Walker. He signed with the Astros. You still have Eugenio Suarez. You have Lord Escorial Jr. I am taking a liberty here, putting Blaze Alexander at shortstop over Geraldo Perdomo. Perdomo is going to be the starter. Blaze Alexander will get some playing time, of course, but I already have two golds that are not very good in this lineup. Adding this silver would make this team really tough to play with. Joining Corbin Burnes in the rotation is Merrill Kelly, Jordan Montgomery, and Zach Gallen. You're also going to see Eduardo Rodriguez and Brandon Pfaadt on this team as well. But for the last rotation spot, I have Robbie Ray just to get his captain boost to help out this bullpen because it sucks. But who cares about the bullpen, man? It's all about Corbin Burnes and the complete game he's about to throw. As I look for this game, just a reminder that if you're going to any concerts or sporting events, you can use code COOGS on SeatGeek to save $20 on your tickets. And be sure to check out Underdog if you haven't already. There's always promos that you can add to your pick'em entries, where all you do is just pick higher or lower based off Underdog's projection for a player. And I'll definitely be picking Corbin Burnes on some of my entries in 2025. So give it a shot, sign up with code COOGS, you'll get some promo cash, as well as a free pick for your first entry, and always play responsibly. So I'll be on the road with Corbin Burnes, taking on Scooble. See if we can get Corbin Burnes any early run support. That's a good lefty-lefty swing to start, and now I'm depressed. Oh my God, what are you throwing to Ketel Marte? 437 feet, that's one. Come on, Josh Naylor, the newest addition to this offense. Let's see some lefty-lefty magic. 3-2. No, I didn't go. Thank you, Blue. Josh Naylor on base. Get through there. Do not be a double play. No way I get doubled up on this. That's insane. Whatever. Let's see how Corbin Burnes does in a D-backs uni. Line out for out number one. You guys know what I'm going to do on 2 strikes. Change up away. Not away, but it still got the same result. 2 strikes on Mantle. Let's go cutter high and in. 98 up and in is unfair. Yeah, man, let's talk about this Corbin Burnes contract a little bit. 6 years, $210 million with the Diamondbacks. So unexpected. There were not really any rumors of the Diamondbacks being one of the teams on the radar for Corbin Burnes, at least not that I saw. A lot of the rumors were the Mets, the Giants, even like the Yankees or something like that. One of the teams that you'd expect to spend big dollars on a free agent. And he ended up going with the Diamondbacks, which once again was kind of a shock. Nice play from Marte. But when you break down the contract and kind of look at it a little bit deeper, it kind of makes a little bit more sense for Corbin Burnes. He's getting $35 million AAV, which if you compare it to the other big free agent starting pitchers that signed in this offseason, like Blake Snell with the Dodgers, he's getting about, I think, 36.5 or something like that. Max Fried is getting about 27-ish, but his obviously is a longer deal with the 8 years instead of 5 or 6. So this is about where I expected Corbin Burnes' contract to be. But the interesting thing is that he could have gotten way more. According to Bob Nightingale, Corbin Burnes was actually offered more by the Giants and the Blue Jays, which it looks like the Blue Jays could have even offered him a 7-year, $250 million deal. But apparently he chose the lower amount of money with Arizona because of the tax break. So even though he's making less overall, he won't pay as much in taxes, which I guess for Corbin Burnes was enough to get him to sign that deal. But this also works for Corbin Burnes. Oh my God, what a pitch. This also works for Corbin Burnes on a personal level because actually in this offseason, his wife gave birth to twins and he lives in Arizona. So now he gets to not only have spring training at home, he gets to play where he lives. So he gets to be at home with his wife with his newborn children, plus the tax breaks in Arizona, like it just kind of makes sense on a personal level for Corbin Burnes, even though he's taking less money. The other thing is that there is an opt-out after 2 years on the contract. So if Corbin Burnes continues to be one of the best pitchers in baseball over the next 2 years, he could even opt out of the rest of his deal with the Diamondbacks and end up getting another contract somewhere else if he decides he wants to go play somewhere else. Otherwise, he could just finish out the rest of the 6-year deal with the D-backs. So there are some variables. There are some... Oh, damn. I wanted to check my swing on that. That was ball 4 as well. So there are some variables in this contract. There's a little bit more on a deeper level, I guess, with it. But yeah, Corbin Burnes to the Diamondbacks, 6 years, $210 million. Quite a shocker. Now, as far as what this means for the Diamondbacks as a team, obviously it makes them better because Corbin Burnes is one of the best pitchers in all of baseball, and they're 1 year removed from a World Series appearance. They had a great end to 2023. They beat the Dodgers in the playoffs. They beat the Phillies in the NLCS. They ended up losing in the World Series to the Rangers, but realistically, not a lot of people even had them going to the World Series to begin with. So 2023 was a very successful year for the D-backs. And then in 2024, they finished with 89 wins. That's the same number of wins as the Mets and the Braves, who got the last 2 wildcard spots. The D-backs didn't make it because they lost the tiebreaker or whatever, but they had the same amount of wins as the Mets and the Braves, and they did that with some of their best players kind of underperforming, at least based off what they did in 2023. Corbin Carroll did not have as good of a year as he did in 23. Zach Gallen did not have as good of a year as he did in 2023. Oh, this is gonna be a triple. I better be careful and not let him score here. Okay, 2-out triple's fine. We'll get out of this. But yeah, they still had 89 wins. They were right there for a playoff spot, all with having some of their best players kind of underperform. So now adding Corbin Burnes to this team and hopefully getting some of your marquee players back on track, the D-backs are going to be an interesting team. The only thing is they're playing in the NL West. Obviously, the Dodgers are a powerhouse. The Padres should be still very good. The Giants have been active in the offseason. The Giants could have even gotten Corbin Burnes. The NL West is going to be a very interesting division to watch. I knew I'd get out of that jam. The other thing about this is, what does this mean for the Orioles now? Is that gone? Or is that off that insanely tall wall? Just a double. Damn it. The Orioles still have a good team even without Corbin Burnes, but I'm a little bit worried about their pitching now in terms of their depth. Plus, it's looking like they're not re-signing Anthony Santander, who gave him 45 home runs in that lineup. The Orioles are in an interesting spot. I don't really know what to think about them right now. But hey, that was always a risk with them getting Corbin Burnes. He was on a... I would love to have that pitch again. But yeah, it was always a risk for the Orioles getting Corbin Burnes because you'd only have him for 1 year, and then you'd have to pay him in the offseason if you wanted to keep him. Oh my God, this ballpark just took away a home run from me. Come on, Pavin Smith. I need this run. Oh, damn it, dude. But yeah, now down in the comments, let me know what you think about the Corbin Burnes contract. Did this surprise you? Do you think it's a good fit? Do you think he will opt out after a couple years? What are your thoughts on this? I'd love to know down in the comments because, Twitter was interesting last night when he did end up signing with the D-backs, or at least when the reports came out. So yeah, let me know what you thought about it. Come on, come on. Double play. Should have this with Babe Ruth's speed, right? Yep, 4 zeros for Corbin Burnes. Haven't really gotten much going my way offensively, though, other than that home run from Ketel Marte in the first. So I kind of need Corbin Burnes to keep throwing shutout innings, Another ground out to Marte. He's busy. Damn it, man. 3-2 on Tyler O'Neill. I'm going cutter high and away. Come on, Corbin Carroll. You need a strong throw home here, dude. Okay, first and third. Come on, Corbin. Yes, thank you. The shutout continues. The offense has got to get it going, though, man. 1 run. Come on. Moreno. Hey, one of the golds got a hit. Corbin. Yes. Probably just going to be second and third. No, dude, I'm going for 3. There it is, man. Finally, the offense is back on track. Ketel Marte. Dude, is this going to stay in the yard? How many home runs is this ballpark gonna take from me, dude? Unbelievable. At least it's another run. All right, now Corbin Burnes at least has a little bit of breathing room with a 3-run lead instead of a 1-run lead. Sit down, Jimmy Rollins. Jake McCarthy. He's gonna make that grab. Thank you. I hate giving up 2-out hits, man. Corbin Burnes is in the yellow energy with 74 pitches. A little bit earlier than I thought he'd hit that. No, 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 no. We're not doing this. Come on, man. I need him to swing on 2 strikes. I need him to chase some of this stuff. There it is. Corbin Burnes works out of another jam. Last 2 innings have been kind of sketchy, though, with 2 outs. Oh, I think my opponent might have just rage quit. Yes, he did. He's gone. Hey, does that count as a complete game shutout for Corbin Burnes? I'll count it in my book. Welcome to the D-backs, Corbin.